Welcome back to Rogue Trader. Let's go into the Martyr's Endurance.
To the top, or get left in the dust.
Okay. Tech use.
This place has so many colors. Every shade I can imagine is floating in the air.
I don't know if that's a good
Colours, you
thing.
say? Next she'll be asking us to take her on a tavern crawl. Spare me.
Sure. Under the floor, you can see the remains of the Void ship's life support system. It seems that whoever dismantled the vessel decided just to leave it in place.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
We just keep going around stealing everything that we can put our hands on.
Searching is my observance.
That's a backpack in here. More goodies.
Operation successful.
Okay. Not exactly sure what we should be doing here.
Success is an irrefutable certainty.
Stuck to the plates are lumps of sawdust, toxic waste that is sometimes passed off as ordinary, nutritious starch. More loot. Excuse me? Oh, by the throne. That's him, isn't it? The poor sap who got his tongue cut out by the anvers. Okay. That's the one. I think he was from the Hezbollah, yeah. Well, his troubles are over now. Well, they certainly are. I don't know if he did that seeing us or...
The whispers told me how.
The upholstery of the dirty sofa moves slightly. A soft hissing can be distinctly heard from the depths of the furniture. Why would the furniture hiss? That's a little bit weird, honestly. The woman looks to be in her 40s, and she is surveying you with interest. Her right eye appears almost black against her dusky skin, while her left eye emits a greenish light filtered through the smudged lens of a prosthesis. Her arms are tattooed all the way from the base of their shoulders to her knuckles. Looking for something specific? You're buying or maybe selling? Don't be shy, just ask. Old Risa knows all kind of folks. My boys will fit you anything your heart desires. Let's see what you have to offer. Serrated Greatsword. That is interesting. On a critical hit, this sword inflicts +1 stack of the laceration effect. For each stack of laceration, all attacks of this sword against the same target deals 10% extra damage. That is a very, very strong sword. Holy shit. But it has lower armor pen. But only by 5%. Like, Consecutive hits with this are really, really strong. Or consecutive critical hits are very strong. I think we're gonna get the 2 medkits, honestly. Wow. The coat grants the wearer 10% parry reduction and 5% armor penetration for melee attacks. That's insanely good as well. We're gonna buy the intoxicating elixir. Fellowship of the Void. Let's see. Hide untradeable. It's only... I'd like... I mean, melee weaponry, ranged weaponry, like, I don't really care about these. Actually, armor kits are probably... Let's see. They give a bit more. So that's 600, and then... Can do 1500, so that would give us the first reputation with them. Which doesn't do much. But now we have at least 1 rep with them. Welcome back. Who are these boys you work with? You heard about how the Clipper Saint Cognitus got hit recently. The cargo was cleaned out, everything of value taken. Well, that was my boys' handiwork. Call ourselves the Fellowship of the Void, an association of enterprise-like-minded people who help the upstanding citizens of the Imperium rid themselves of the possessions that are weighing them down. Okay. You notice Abelard's face twist in disgust. It would seem that he has a rather strong opinion on the individuals whom Risa refers as the Fellowship of the Void. Pirates, in other words. Please, no need to be so crude. Your esteemed self is no doubt aware that the Hieronymus preaches that asceticism is a virtue, and that only by rejecting material wealth can we ascend in faith. Well, I couldn't agree more. We're merely helping the servants of the Imperium to be a little bit more like Hieronymus, taking a small commission for our trouble. Okay, I want to try this dialogue option, but I'm gonna save first. Grandpa Buckwall says hello. Risev's face breaks into a broad smile. That old rascal, I thought he croaked in the mines a long time ago. But old man Buckwall is still alive and kicking, you say? Me and him have been through a lot of interesting scrapes together, and all the weird, wonderful things we've acquired. Bakwal wouldn't send his regards along with just anyone. You must have done him a good turn. And because of that, old Risa's going to give you a special discount. You have lost a 5 PF discount on items from Fellowship of the Void faction. What do you mean I have lost? Huh. That's kind of weird, but should have said gained probably, but the wording is kind of weird. Honestly, I'm just gonna get these things anyway, because like money is not of a money doesn't do anything in this game.
Keep my options open.
I can't spend it. Okay, well, we got a discount, so that's good.
I always have a backup plan.
Gorde Skatov, the flabby man in worn clothes, is sighing sadly over a glass of murky booze. Only when he looks up at you do you notice his eyes, large, piercing, and full of sorrow. A stark contrast to his unkempt appearance. Could it be that someone actually wishes to keep me company? Allow me to introduce myself. Gorde Skatov, architectural historian. You look deeply dissonant over something. What happened? Gorde sighs heavily. Here I go again, pouring my heart out to have you disappear in 10 minutes just like everyone else before you. But alright, here's the story of Gorde Skatov, the unluckiest historian of the Imperium. I was born 2 sectors away from here. My family was quite influential, which allowed me to dedicate myself to my greatest passion, the history of Imperium architecture. I spent a number of years studying every scholarly work there was to find on this art, and then once I had inherited my family's fortune, I traveled and documented the development of architectural thought on different worlds, until one day, on that accursed and blessed day, until one day I came into possession of something quite special. Gorde pulls out what looks like a book or an album with homemade leather cover out of his bag. Both the pages and the binding look well worn. Here it is, My Undoing. This is an authentic booklet titled De Wayne's Design, one of the thousands that were printed centuries ago in the times of Footfall's construction. What a curious read. Tell us more. As Cassia takes a shy step forward, Gorde smiles and shows her some of the faded pages. Footfall's founder, Lord Parsimus, was obsessed with his creation's grand future. This booklet describes in detail what Footfall was meant to become upon its completion. Dozens of asteroids turned into a glorious palace and temples. Massive bridges spanning the void itself, and the marvelous flying buttresses. The archivolts of the exterior arches, the elegant arrangement of balusters, and the interior. Polyphoras 10 stories tall and more than a kilometer long, cyclopean light tubes that catch the light of the Furibundus and use it to brighten the halls and the hearts of the asteroids. Stained glass windows and mosaic bas-reliefs and statues. Engrossed in his own descriptions, Gorde stands up and starts tracing the outlines of arches and galleries with his hands. Idira blinks sleepily, barely suppresses a yawn, and starts looking around with a bored expression. Okay, let's keep listening. Emerging from his reverie, he catches himself, blushes slightly, and loudly flops back onto his seat. I apologize, I got carried away. But you must understand how deep an impression this booklet left on me when my young self picked it up. I simply couldn't think about anything other than Footfall. I was ready to give my life just to see this incredible station. And of course, no matter how hard my friends and loved one tried to dissuade me, I still gathered all my savings and set out on a journey. It's no easy feat to cross 2 sectors, especially for a common citizen. Albeit one who has some resources at his disposal. I had to change one ship after another, at times being forced to stay on transfer worlds waiting for a vessel headed in the right direction, or for warp disturbance to subside. The voyage took me a total of 107 years. In real space time, of course. For me, it was much less than that. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 or 35. And then, after all those years, having spent all of my savings, I've reached my dream. And what did I see? A dump in place of exquisite portico, metal anthills clinging to the columns. The marble tiles pilfered by paupers to use as cladding for their hovels. Gorde hangs his head. It's been a dozen years since I came here, and I still haven't recovered from the shock. I had suspected that not everything from the booklet would exist in reality, but I never expected to see Footfall in such a sorry state. It's like stumbling upon the horrible, decomposing corpse of your beautiful beloved. Argenta's gaze darkens. The warp, like shameless thief, is guilty of stealing the short span allotted to his servants. But what sense is there spending half of your life on such an enterprise, only to then lose your spirit and waste the remaining half on nothing at all? So then ink and paper too can lie and cause pain. Cassia sighs sadly. Does this mean all I have ever read about will one day disappoint me with ugliness of reality? That is tragic indeed. I wish I could see Footfall the way its creator envisioned it. Now that we can only dream of. Dream of and yearn for. Be that as it may, I just wanted to say thank you for hearing me out. Over the dozens of years I've spent here on Footfall, not one person has hung around long enough to listen to my story to the end. It's such a delight to have shared everything that's been weighing on my mind. I am poor as a church mouse, but I still have something to offer you as a token for my appreciation. After studying the booklet thoroughly, I discovered something interesting. A ciphered message scattered through its pages, taking the form of a riddle. It describes certain places of interest on Footfall. I believe it's the work of the booklet's creators. What if these riddles lead to something, a wondrous discovery? I will gladly share with you what I've been able to learn with you. Riddles? A flash of burning, almost childish curiosity brightens Cassia's austere countenance. Have you not tried to make this wondrous discovery for yourself? I have, of course. But I'm an old man who is blind in one eye and can barely move his legs. I never found anything, but that doesn't mean there is nothing to find. Tell me about the place these riddles lead to. The first location from the riddle isn't far from here. It's a bridge that was supposed to go through the center of this district into the void toward the neighboring asteroid. Only a couple of its spans were built, and even those lie in ruins. Still, if the cache survived all those years, it's there somewhere. The second location is the lantern of the Great Cathedral. A lantern in a small tower on top of a dome. You've seen Footfall's atrium, haven't you? The whole atrium is just the nave of the former little cathedral. The Liege's entire so-called palace would have fit inside what was meant to be naught but a single room. The Great Cathedral, had it been built, would have been even bigger. But alas, its construction was just getting underway when Devane died and the work stopped. The lantern from its dome, however, had already been built and survived. It was brought inside the atrium and dubbed the Chapel of Saint Drusius the Warrior. And that is all I know. I wish you luck in your search. I must take my leave. Good luck to you.
Just as I planned.
The decanter used to contain a cheap amasec, which, for the sake of attractiveness, had obviously been enriched with a deodorizing agent. Oh, this place seems real nice. Okay, I think that's all. Cache on the old bridge. The destroyed bridge in the Shadow Quarters may contain a cache left by the builders of Footfall.
Is there money to be made?
Let's go to the Shadow Quarters again. I think we need to go to the atrium or the Liege's thing now. I think I need to go into the quarantine zone, because we might have explored the whole Shadow Quarters already.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Before you is a compartment of massive void ship, adapted into a living space. From inside the building, the clinking of glasses and numerous voices can be heard.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay, so... the destroyed bridge in the Shadow Quarters may contain a cache left by the builders of Footfall.
The premonition runs true.
Under a layer of rust, scratches, and ancient paint, the silhouettes of long erased letters are barely visible. Undoubtedly, in the past, this filthy sign was adorned with the proud name of the bureaucratic heart of the entire Imperium, Adeptus Administratum.
Let us not dawdle.
Okay, is this the old bridge?
I always keep my options open.
I don't think we go here. I think we go... is it up here, maybe?
To be made.
So this is like maybe the bridge, or maybe over here. I might need to go down into the quarantine zone
Get
though.
left in the dust. Keep your wits about you. Always keep your eye on the prize.
Might be under here somewhere, actually. Okay, so we have pretty much gone as far as we can. Apparently it's near the Adeptus Amascius. Turnoff is visible from the bar's entrance.
I always have a backup plan.
There was something here, right? Oh, this is the cultist's lair. Okay, okay. That was the door we ignored before. Interestingly enough.
Acquisition is possible.
Okay. Well. It's time to loot some cultists, I think.
Sex has detected something.
Please, can we...
I will lead us to fortune.
Join me in prayer. Duty prevails.
Nice.
Rise to the top
Pay
or get
attention.
left in the dust.
Do you see that?
I better myself through.
There's a
my service.
lot of traps here, dude.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Okay.
To the dark powers.
I mean, there's no way. Argenta. That's actually not cover. That's fine. Pink horror.
On it. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Actually, kinda want rear to be here. So Argenta is gonna do a lot of damage there with the sniper.
Ill fortune has found me.
Wait. What happened? Maybe I used the void abilities too much.
I am your doom. I bring ruin.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Wait, she's knocked down already? Okay. That's pretty bad. Well, this fight turns out to be fairly hard, I think.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
One damage, that's fine. Yeah, let's mark that guy. That's fine.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
This is gonna be kind of rough, I think.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ways.
Probably don't want to shove. I think we just want to smack it.
That's not the seneschal's job.
I should have done that before.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's make some opportunities. I'll make it happen. You never stood a chance. I'll see to it personally.
Perfect.
See my great words, masters!
I serve the ruinous powers.
Cogitation failed. Running by miracle.
Strike is a prayer.
Perfect. Gonna buff jobs here. can do some extra temporary wounds for him.
At your beck and call. It will be done. At your beck and call.
Perfect. I don't know if I can kill this.
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Perfect. This is really good, as well, for her. Okay, jobs.
If not me, I'll make it happen.
This pink horror is not nice either.
I'll see to it personally.
Oof.
Worse than this.
Electronics are failing. My vow.
Oh, okay. Double miss. That's pretty terrible.
As the Emperor commands,
I don't know if she can kill him in one hit, but doesn't look like it. Okay, we did crit him, so I'll take that.
If only that were possible. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. It will be done. Grey hair, sure hair. I will do my duty.
Argenta is next. I don't know if... That's unfortunate. We're definitely gonna do that.
I refuse.
Oh, okay.
I'll do it. This is unacceptable.
That's fine.
On it. I won't stand for it. Who if not me? I'll make it happen.
Oof, oof. 90 damage, yes, please.
I've suffered worse.
Death to the weak. I serve the ruinous power.
I'll revert to more conservative.
Out of my way.
I think Abelard is gonna go down now. It's very, very close.
High momentum.
Oh, you don't have any cover here. 19% chance.
Activate calculated viewing algorithm.
Yeah, let's see what Argenta can do. Is she wounded enough that she can't attack or
That
what?
is not the Emperor's will.
Maybe did I use the...
I refuse.
Interesting.
Not my worst day. Yet. Indeed. At your beck and call.
I will not.
Not sure why you are unable to shoot with this weapon.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
That's fine. Okay, so
You should feel honored to witness this. It's as good as done. Your end was inevitable. I'll see to it personally.
it's unfortunate because jabs does a lot of damage. He's literally laying down. Maybe he can't be killed. Bro.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Victory is imminent.
I'm not a
Actually trolling.
around.
I will do my duty. Reduce the time.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm not interested. It will be done. Time to
I will avenge you. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Wow.
As
Really?
the Emperor commands, I act.
Why did I do that?
on it. You never stood a chance.
Great.
I'll see to it personally.
Not great.
High momentum.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I'll make it happen.
Benji, I took care of this one.
Perfect. That was a hard-fought battle, unfortunately. Argenta rushes to the last living cultist and silently, furiously punches him in the face. Blaspheming heretics. Who were you praying to? I know those words. That call to a lore. Argenta doesn't get to finish. The cultist, having dropped to his knees, interrupts her with a grating, rasping laughter. Of course you know them. I recognize you too. Lackey to the corpse on the throne. Haven't you already experienced the power of the true God? Didn't you flee from us, shedding tears? Argenta recoils as if from a blow, but then steps forward, grabs the cultist by the scruff of his neck, and makes him look into her eyes, burning like embers. I am one of the Adeptas Sororitas, and I have never, not once in my life, fled from heretics and betrayers of humankind. Can't you see he's trying to get under your skin? Idira mutters. I bet he wants a quick bullet to the head instead of a bonfire. Despite her tone, she's looking around anxiously and rubbing her temples. Smells of a dark future, like a noose around the neck. Argenta, wait, the heretic must be interrogated. What do you want to know, servant of the corpse emperor? The names of my brethren, how many of us there are, where we are? I'll tell you myself, we're a myriad, and we're everywhere. Soon, very soon, you'll hear our voices, and when you hear them at your back, so close you can feel our breath, then you'll know the power of the true God. Just how many of you vermin are there? First Reich at Minoris, now here? Pascal pulls a number of instruments out of his robe. You would bet your life that the purpose of these items isn't to disassemble machines, he says casually. Should you encounter difficulties during the information extraction process, I would recommend precise targeting of ganglia. The cultist chuckles arrogantly but pales under Pascal's calmly probing gaze. How do you know Argenta? Have you seen her on footfall before? Not on footfall. The cultist laughs hoarsely. In another place. She flew right in, like a bird into a snare. Argenta is staring at the cultist, her eyes wide, as if her will. She whispers two words. Salis Prime. Argenta, what is he talking about? She snaps out of it as if emerging from a reverie. A planet, a place. It doesn't matter. I know these heretics. I fought them and was gravely wounded. But I swear, I never turned from them and ran. She turns to the cultist, her eyes filled with cold fury. If you truly have seen me on Salis Prime, someone among you must know the way to get there. Do you have your own ship? A navigator? Answer me. Ships and maps, roads and doors, we have them all, but our paths are not for you. The true God spins his web, and you are but a fly caught in it. But where is the spider? The cultist's eyes fill with madness. I need something more coherent. Rogue trader, we won't get anything from this madman. As for my part in the story, I will tell it, but not here, not in his presence. Who or what is this true God you keep mentioning? You'll know in time. The cultist gives you a wicked smile, painted with fresh blood on his lips. End him, Argenta. You can kill me, servants of the Corpse Emperor, but you can't stop the victory of the true God. The edge of daybreak is nigh, and the hour of his triumph approaches. Silence hang for a minute. Then Argenta turns to you and shrugs nonchalantly. That's it. We fulfilled Reverend Hieronymus' request, which means I am now free. I can continue my travels with you, rogue trader. Before we leave this den, let us round up what remains of the blasphemers. I'd like to cleanse this place with purifying flame, but perhaps we can find clues that might tell us where these heretics came from, or if they have any more associates. Argenta lowers her head wearily. We need to talk, but it can wait. Let's meet on the ship when it's time to depart Footfall. Fine. Sub carbine. Okay. I think that was all of the loot potentially. Can I please move them up? Oh, don't run somewhere where I haven't explored, maybe. Don't think there's any more loot in here, probably. Probably. Let's do a quick save here. We're almost level 17 as well.
I always keep my options open.
There is some loot there. Where is that? Oh, it's in here. Okay.
This explorator is blessed with multi
Sororitas boots. The wearer raises momentum to 175 whenever they kill 5 enemies in a row in one turn. Okay, that's 5 enemies in a row in one turn. I don't think she can actually do that. I think the only one that can maybe do that is her. But that's a big maybe.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Okay. So she wants to talk. We need to go to the Liege. Okay. We actually need to go to the Liege. I would like to actually... Can I go... I would really like to go back to the ship. I don't like her wounds at all. Let's see if we can quickly go back to the ship. I'd like to cleanse her wounds. I don't think this is the last battle we'll be fighting here on Footfall. She got so many wounds, it's not even funny. Okay, so we'll go here. Now we even got 2 more head traumas here. Oh, I didn't get to choose the location. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I think we go back here. And hope that we can get back to the ship and cleanse our wounds. She's got so many. Oh. We go here. I hope it's gonna insta-cleanse the wounds. I don't want to go to the Lord Captain's quarters. Can I go back to Footfall? Yes, okay. Cool. So we probably want to go to the atrium. These are the party members that I want, yes. That is correct. Let's see if she got rid of her permanent wounds now. And Idira and Pascal as well, hopefully. That would be very good. Very good indeed. Yeah, okay, so they got rid of all their things. Cool. We did not level up yet. But we're very, very close. Well, this will be the end of this episode. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.